Welcome back to our channel. Today, we discuss about Linda Lovelace, born Linda Susan Borman on January 10, 1949, in the Bronx, New York, remains one of the most polarizing and talked about figures in pop culture history. Best remembered for her role in the 1972 adult film Deep Throat, she rose to international fame almost overnight, becoming a household name and an icon of the sexual revolution of the 1970s. Yet her story was not one of glamour and power, but rather of exploitation, controversy, and resilience. Raised in a strict Catholic household, Linda's early years gave no hint of the path her life would take. After moving to Florida as a teenager, she struggled to find stability and direction. At age 20, she became involved with Chuck Traynor, a man who would drastically alter the course of her life. Traynor not only introduced her to the adult film industry, but also, as Linda later revealed, manipulated, coerced, and abused her into performing on camera. Her breakout role in Deep Throat made her a global phenomenon. The film, which focused heavily on the sexual liberation themes of the time, became one of the first adult movies to reach mainstream audiences. It was screened in regular theaters, discussed in newspapers, and even referenced in political circles. Linda Lovelace became synonymous with sexual freedom, though the reality of her experience was far darker. While the public saw her as a star, Linda herself later described her participation as the result of abuse and coercion. By the late 1970s, Linda had stepped away from adult films and began speaking openly about her past. In her autobiography, Ordeal, 1980, she detailed the abuse she suffered at the hands of Traynor, explaining how he controlled her, forced her into pornography, and profited from her exploitation. Her revelations shocked the world and reframed her image, not as a symbol of liberation, but as a survivor of trafficking and abuse. In the 1980s and 1990s, Linda redefined herself as an anti-pornography activist. She worked alongside feminist figures such as Gloria Steinem and Andrea Dworkin, becoming a central voice in the movement against pornography. For Linda, her past experiences served as a cautionary tale about exploitation, coercion, and the darker side of the industry. Linda Lovelace's life story was later retold in multiple documentaries and films, most notably the 2013 biographical drama Lovelace, starring Amanda Seyfried. The film portrayed both her meteoric rise and the painful reality of her personal life, reigniting debates about agency, exploitation, and the complex legacy of adult entertainment. Tragically, Linda's life was cut short. On April 22, 2002, she passed away in Denver, Colorado at the age of 53, following injuries sustained in a car accident. Despite her early notoriety, her later years were marked more by her efforts to shed light on abuse than by the fame she had once unwillingly endured. Today, Linda Lovelace is remembered as a complicated figure. For some, she represents the excesses of the 1970s sexual revolution. For others, she is a tragic survivor whose voice helped expose the darker truths of an industry often glamorized by outsiders. Her story serves as both a cultural touchstone and a reminder of the importance of choice, agency, and dignity.